How you doing, everybody? Eric Whittington here, and today I want to talk to you about staying focused and determined in your business. Very, very important. But before I get into all of that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I am a caricature artist. As you can see the drawings here, I love to draw. I've been doing it for a long, long time. And I'm also a mobile DJ. Love getting out there, rocking a party. Doesn't matter what it is, baby. If you're having an event, I'm going to get out there and rock it for you. That's what I do. But I'm also passionate about being an entrepreneur. Now, I was first introduced to network marketing back in 1994. I love the concept of staying home, making what I'm worth, what I'm truly worth, and living the lifestyle that I want to live. All right? Now, I've worked many jobs in the past that I did not like. I couldn't stand my bosses because they always talk to you like you're beneath them. And they're no better than you are. They put on their pants one leg at a time just like you do. But anyway, these are the way that these people would talk to me, and I couldn't stand working for employers. That's just my thing. Some people like their jobs, and that's all good. All right? But me in particular, I did not like it. I love the fact that I can stay home and make the kind of money that I want to make and not have to worry about anybody looking over my shoulder and telling me what to do, when to take a lunch, when to go to the bathroom, when I could take a vacation. The income that you make determines what kind of house you live in, what kind of car you drive. I didn't want all that. And so what I did is I made it up in my mind that I'm going to become an entrepreneur. So back in 1994, I joined a company, and the gurus told me that I just needed to write down a friends and family list. They call it a memory jogger. Those of you that have done network marketing the old school way, you know about the memory jogger. All right, so anyway, I made this list, called all these people, was shot down the whole time. I'm scratching my head wondering why. These are people supposed to, to love me and care about me. Why can't you just help me out and join my business and we'll all become successful together? That was not the case. So what I did is I bought opportunity leads. All right, you know what opportunity leads are? These are people that have the same mindset that you have, supposed to anyway. So I figured, hey, if I call these people, I'll have no problem getting them into my business because of the way they think. They think like I do. So what ended up happening when I called these opportunity leads is I would get disconnected numbers, I would get bad email addresses, and when I did speak to somebody, they would say something like, What is this? I remember filling out a survey or something like that, but I was just trying to get free gas for my car for a month. I wasn't trying to get in something like this. I'm sorry. I'm not interested. Goodbye. And I would deal with this day in and day out. On the phone, night in and night out, and the only thing I was trying to do was build a business. Also did something called the 3-foot rule. Anybody that's done network marketing the old school way, you know what the 3-foot rule is, where you have to talk to everybody within 3 feet of you about your business. But I was known as the 1-foot fool because I would talk to everybody within 1 foot of me. I would go to different malls and shopping centers and I would just throw up all my information on people and people would get scared and they would run away. They see me walking down the street, they would cross the street and walk the other way because they didn't want nothing to do with me. I wasn't even invited to family reunions anymore. And that's a shame when you can't even go to a family reunion because I was such a salesman. I could not take that. So also I did something called rah-rah meetings. I would go to these rah-rah meetings, I'd buy these plane tickets. The company would be having an event somewhere. And I would go and get pumped up, come home on cloud 9, try to implement everything that I learned at the rah-rah meeting, and nothing worked. Also tried knocking on doors. Got the door slammed in my face every time, tried to hang up flyers in different laundromats. The flyers would get ripped down. I would try to put them on windshield wipers of people's cars, got in trouble that way, almost got arrested one time. And when I'm getting kicked out of all of these malls, I'm trying to prospect all the security guards, giving them a flyer, telling them that what I'm doing is better than what they're doing. They didn't want to hear that. They would just kick me out because they're just trying to do their job. So, and I thought to myself, you know what? This is not the way the gurus had built their business. This is not the way it happened. There's got to be a better way. So what I discovered is I discovered online marketing. That is truly the way to go. This old school prehistoric way of marketing, it just doesn't work anymore. Now business is done online. But there is a way to do that. You need tools that you have to work with. All right? You have to invest in yourself. If you're truly serious about making money online, there is tools that you have to invest in. It's not about just joining a company and expecting money to just fall in your lap. You know, people that have that lottery mentality, that's the way they think. You know what? But also, I just got to tell you, there's a lot of scams out there on the internet as well. And of course, you already know about that. You know, people saying, well, you can make $20,000 a month and within the first month. And all you got to do is just sign up with us and we'll do the work for you. You know what? And there's a lot of people that fall for that kind of stuff. You know what? And a lot of these guys are great talkers. And they will attract you to their business. They will attract you like ants on a sugar cube. A lot of people fall for this. A lot of people wasted money and time doing stuff like this, even myself. But what you got to do when you're researching a company, you got to find out the stability. You got to have to find out if the credibility. You have to find out about the, you have to check them out on the Better Business Bureau. You have to find out what the leadership is all about, and if you have support. And there's just do your due diligence on a company when you're researching them. And when you finally decide to join a company, there is tools that you have to invest in. It's not about just joining the company and then you'll start making money. There's tools that you have to invest in if you want to do online marketing. I'm talking about autoresponders and different other tools that you have to invest in. It's important to invest in yourself. You know, you're not getting these things for nothing. It's all about education. The more you educate yourself in your company, the more you're going to learn, the more money that you're going to make. And help others do it along the way. That's how you get your success. And you stay focused and you stay determined. And you do something every single day to drive you closer and closer to your success. Setting goals is very important. It's not just, don't just set the goals. You just write them. You write your goals down. That's what I'm saying. Write your goals down. Have a date to reach your goal. And work toward that goal every single day. When you reach it, then you set new goals. And along the way, you're helping other people get there. You know? And there's a lot of people out there, and I hate to say this, there's some family members out there that'll try to discourage you. Calling your business a pyramid, and you're never, you need to get out there and just work a job and stop wasting your time and money doing these online things. You know what? But they don't know what they're talking about. I mean, when they say the word pyramid, they're talking about their actual job, okay? Because they're never going to make as much as the president and the CEO of their company. They're always going to be the little ants down there. And you know what's going to end up happening? They could lose their job at any time, and then they're going to be going to the unemployment office, and they're going to be crying to others that they ain't got no job. No plan B whatsoever. You have a plan B. You may work a job right now, but always have a plan B. Work on yourself when you're off. When you have time to yourself, you work on yourself. Don't go out there and party because you got through another week at work. Work on yourself. Invest in yourself. Make yourself better because eventually you will get out of the rat race. You will get out of that job that you hate so much. But you have to put the work in. You have to put the time in. Because anything worth having is going to take work. And don't let nobody tell you that you don't have to work to become successful because they're lying. They're straight up lying. Do the work. Be determined. Stay focused every day on what you're doing. All right? And always speak your success into existence. Because the words that you speak out of your mouth will come to pass. Whether it's positive or negative. Because the power is in the tongue, baby. If you speak it, it'll happen. Guarantee you it'll happen. If you think you are success, act like it. And claim it every single day. Claim it. This is what I do. As far as my goal, write down your why. My why is my daughter because I want to take her to Disney World one day. Probably next year sometime I'll take her for her birthday. And what I do is I put her picture next to me as I'm marketing. So I stay focused on what I need to do. That's what I do. I put her picture right there because she is my why. I love my daughter. I love her to death. And I don't want her to struggle like her daddy did. So I'm willing to go through all the hurdles and go through all the obstacles that I have to go through to build my business so my daughter does not have to struggle like I have. And I'm teaching her how to be an entrepreneur as well. Because I don't want her having to go to a job and depend on other people to try to get a paycheck to her. I want her to be able to build her own paycheck and make as much money as she wants to make just like her father. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're serious about doing this, and you definitely want to get out of that rat race, and you don't want to build your boss's dreams, and you want to build your own, connect with me on Facebook. Connect with me any way that you can, and I can show you how you could get this done for yourself. So you don't have to go through all the stress of being on a job somewhere. You know what? And definitely get rid of that lottery mentality, because it's not going to fall on your lap, like I said before. It's not going to fall on your lap. It takes work, but you have support along the way. It's not like we're throwing you to the wolves. You have support. You have my support. Anybody that's serious about doing this, I'm willing to go to the end of the earth for you. And once you are successful, your biggest triumph is going to be walking into your boss's office and you're going to say, sir, I hate to have to tell you this, but your services are no longer needed, so I'm going to have to let you go. That's going to be your biggest accomplishment, because each day that you work in your business, each day that you're reaching your goal, that door of success opens more and more and more and more. And once you fire your boss and you're making the kind of income that you want to make, you can just walk through that door and start living the lifestyle that you want to live, and you can bring others with you. And I guarantee you, you'll be on the beaches of the world singing a song like this.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up, and they stay there.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eric Whittington. I look forward to working with you. Connect with me on Facebook. Click the link down at the bottom. I'm hyped up right now. I'm ready to see you win, because you deserve to win. All you do is win. Put your hands up, baby. Claim your success right now. God bless you. Have a good day.